and gentlemen, if at any time an emergency arises at Saline High School, please pay attention to the public address announcer as they guide you through the actions to take. At this time, please note the exit nearest to you. Thank you. Also, as a friendly reminder, please remember that you are on public school property and there's not only no smoking, but no tobacco of any kind allowed at Saline High School. We thank you for helping us keep Saline tobacco-free. Looking for information on all things Saline athletics? Head to SalineHornets.com to see articles, pictures, schedules, and much more. Or follow along on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Saline Athletics. Your ticket to this event comes with great responsibility. To conduct yourself responsibly, to be a good sport. School sports, educational athletics, depend on an atmosphere of respect towards opponents and especially officials. In school sports, we expect good sportsmanship. Good evening. Welcome to Hornet Stadium for today's varsity soccer match between the Huron River Rats and your Saline Hornets. Starting first, the team from Huron. Senior 00, Patrick Tibbetts. Junior number 1, Elliot Goebel. Sophomore number 2, Contero Inoki. Junior number 3, Brian Wu. Sophomore number 4, Riley Majeski. Senior number 5, Sharif Daoud. Senior number 7, Tom Dunitz. Senior number 8, Koji Sano. Senior number 9, Zolan Bautista. Sophomore number 10, Mundar Chen. Senior captain, number 11, Amari Bowman. Junior, number 12, Joey O. Sophomore, number 13, Demo Kuyate. Junior, number 14, Gerald Kemp. Senior, number 15, Daniel Ho. Senior, number 16, Jonathan Zhu. Senior captain, number 17, Jake Bernstein. Sophomore, number 18, Alex Sasatani. Senior captain, number 19, Dante Bailey. Sophomore, number 20, Mohammed Hamoud. Junior, number 21, Nico Cho. Junior, number 22, Jake Watkins. Senior, number 23, Samir Yasser. Senior, number 24, Will Turnbull. They are led by head coach Luis Gomez, assisted by Ahmad Sisi, Gus Ventura, Austin Valentine, and Eric Beeler. And now for your Saline Hornets. Junior, number 1, Braden Stavros. Junior, number 2, Willem Zen. Senior captain, number 3, Connor Martin. Junior, number 4, Jaden Pickett. Senior captain, number 5, Jason Head. Senior, number 6, Eric Kent. Senior captain, number 7, Hayden Lawrence. Senior, number 8, James Polazinski. Senior, number 9, Ian Winslow. Junior, number 10, Dominic Rossi. Senior, number 11, Noel Sompa. Junior, number 12, Jason Heisler. Senior, number 13, Zeke Gray. Junior, number 14, Anthony Torres. Senior, number 15, Jamison Barker. Senior, number 16, Jake McCandless. Senior, number 18, Colin McGrill. Freshman, number 19, Christian Rossi. Junior, number 20, Eli Rout. Junior, number 21, Jack Gribble. Senior, number 22, Jake Walper. Junior, number 23, Zach Mitchell. Junior, number 24, Ben Sundquist. And senior captain, number 25, Sam Herner. Your Hornets are led by head coach Ryan Williams, assistant coach Jared Walls. Our officials for tonight's contest: Ji-Wook Ju, assistant ref 1, Ryan Kingsbury, assistant ref 2, and referee Brad Nevin. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of our national anthem.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Patrick Canavan, once again brought to you by SalineLive.com. Today I am joined
by Sam Jane.
Sam, it's good to see you again, even though it's only been 10 minutes. But with that said, folks, we're here to broadcast some Saline soccer as they take on the Huron Riverettes. Altogether, Sam, what do you think the keys to this game might be for both Saline and Huron?
So for those of you who are joining us that after that junior varsity game, one thing that I think is key for Saline is to continue to push the ball. They've had some tough matchups recently. They've obviously played Skyline, who's a great team, but they have to be able to take advantage when the opportunity presents itself. And for Huron, I think it's just taking what the defense gives you. Sometimes you can't, like we talked about, you can't push the ball too far ahead without giving up the defense vulnerability. So you have to be careful for any turnovers, which could lead to goals.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to this game. It'll be a fantastic matchup. And overall, Saline, a very recently, I should say, for the men, a historically good soccer team as well. And they're playing very well. And tonight should be no exception. Playing an Ann Arbor team is never a time to kind of relax. There's always a time to stand up and remind them that you're indeed in the SEC red as well.
Absolutely.
Looking now, we have Sam Herner in goal for the Hornets.
Yeah, Sam Herner, definitely one of the leaders on this team. He's a captain, along with many other players, such as you have Ian Winslow and hold up, I'm just trying to find it. Jason Head is also a captain, so sorry for that, but many good players that can hopefully provide also good leadership. So, Patrick, what do you think Saline can do here to provide a good win over an Ann Arbor team?
What I think right now is that Saline has a lot of valuable players on their squad. A lot of midfielders, mainly Sampa, in my opinion. You see Stavros out on the wing is a very, very valuable asset to have. Stavros has a lot of speed and can provide a great option on the far side that could be a crossing opportunity for the Hornets to place it right in front of the goal. Sampa is fantastic when it comes to playing midfield and playing as a forward as well. It's one of those options that you really have to watch. And Saline right now is kind of playing like a 4-2 option right now. So it's going to be interesting to see how it will play out for the Hornets.
Yeah, definitely a lot of speed you can see on the field, like you talked about Braden Stavros. And then you have guys like Zachary Mitzel, who plays defense but can provide good relief in the back end.
Gray sent down low, looking to Walper. Forward pass, tries to find Sampa. Does with a quick touch there, finds it down to Martin. Sideline pass to Sampa. Sampa looks for the crossing opportunity. Heavily contested there by Nico Cho. Back to Walper.
And already you can see Saline attacking that box, trying to find an opening.
Centering pass there, looked to find its way to Christian Rossi, however, just out of reach and sent back to the far side.
Saline leaving some vulnerability up on defense, but hopefully that pays off in terms of attacking with that 4-2 defense or 4-2 attack you were talking about.
Absolutely. Jonathan Zhu trying to make effort there on the sideline for Huron. However, Pickett is there to shut him down for the favor of Saline. Zeke Gray trying to get the pass inside. Quick touch there by Sampa and off the head of Baptista. Up and out of bounds as the Hornets still maintain possession here with a throw-in opportunity. And right now for Huron, our keeper tonight is Elliot Goebbels. In front, we got Gray with a good chip, plays it up and just too high there. Top left as he goes up and out of bounds, as Goebbels now will have possession.
Yeah, some of those shots on goals will prove valuable later in the game as you continue to put pressure on Huron's defense.
Absolutely. Goebbels with a solid boot heading towards midfield, head by Pickett there on the far side. Pickett with a quick touch as it looks pressure is being sent back the other way this time. Dante Bailey for Huron playing just at midfield right now. Heavy pressure there on the far side, however. Looking now, close side, Mitzel. Slight contact with Bauman as Bauman takes it in on his own and knocks it back in a good kick there by Herner to send it back and keep the pressure off him just for a bit longer. Sampa. Quick action from Martin to Gray. Far side to Pickett.
Yeah, it seems like the senior Noel Sampa has seemed to have his ball on the foot on the ball at almost all times. It's been like he's been touching the ball most recently.
Zeke Gray now midfield looks for a solid forward pass to put it well downfield. Unfortunately, up and out of bounds.
Yeah, the two kicks that Zeke Gray have showed a lot of power coming out of that leg.
No, absolutely. It's a benefit thing of having athletes who are dual sport athletes, as Gray is a runner on the track as well, who is definitely staying in shape and keeping injury-free by doing both. Goebbels with a long boot there. Bounces around before lying with Zolan Baptista for Huron. To Bailey. Midfield, Bailey, a strong leadership component for Huron. Joe now. Contested there by Stavros. Midfield chooses the passing option to find a Gray. Gray with on his heels. He has Kuyate. Stavros, strong pass far side to Sampa. To Pickett. Big crossing there across midfield. Just out of reach of Martin there as whistle is blown and looks to be called in favor of Huron there.
Yeah, it looked like Martin was just a bit offsides there.
Bernstein to open up for the Riverettes. Strong boot there, sent it well past midfield into Bailey's possession, and a quick tap there by number 16, Jonathan Zhu.
Ooh, a lot of contact there. Looks like Gray got fouled on the play.
And Gray to start it off, sent it far side to Pickett. Stavros.
Yeah, it looks like Saline has had the ball in majority of possession here. Like, they've controlled it a lot more than Huron, so you have to be able to use that to your advantage and hopefully push the ball ahead like Saline has done.
Martin with brief possession there as heavy pressure by Sano forces it out towards midfield. Up and out of bounds now as the Hornets gain the throw-in opportunity.
One of the major advantages I think Saline will have today is their speed with the attackers like Braden Stavros, as Patrick mentioned, and also the midfielders such as Jaden Pickett and Zeke Gray. They can use that to their advantage and hopefully outrun the Huron defenders.
Absolutely. Far pass there falls back to Walper. To Gray. Pressure by Kuyate. Far side to Stavros.
What a pass.
Unable to get total control of that with heavy pressure there from Zhao. And looking now, Pickett. Centering pass looks to find its way close side to, I believe, McGreal, however, unsuccessful. Quick touch there by number 9. Up and out of bounds, Baptista, as the Hornets still maintain possession with the throw-in opportunity.
Pretty sizable crowd here today for the Hornets. Seems like a lot of people showed up for this highly contested matchup.
Oh, absolutely. Bailey. Heavy pressure there by Rossi. As that goes up and out of bounds in favor of the Hornets once again.
And Patrick, how impressive is that for you? Is Rossi playing on varsity as only a freshman? There are only so many few those in any sport, but in soccer where the Saline team has been so strong recently, that's like hardly the occasion that happens.
Well, that's the thing. You got to make sure you understand that the Rossi brothers themselves, they've got a very strong competitive bond between them. As Dominic Rossi, number 10, is a junior, whereas Christian Rossi, number 9, or pardon me, number 19, is a freshman, and that's a kind of like a little brother status you could probably get. And so you're always pressured to play harder because you want to play with your big brother. You want to play with the big dogs. So it makes sense to me.
True.
Throw in taken by Pickett. And a brief touch by Stavros up and out of bounds as the Riverrats gain possession. Bailey now. Pass far side to Zhao. Back to Bailey. Pressure by Pickett. Out of bounds with the throw-in opportunity from Zhao once again. Finds its way close side to Kuyate. Bailey. Up close to Bauman. And Bailey once again.
Huron's doing, looks like a good job of their controlling the ball right now. Not letting Saline push it too far ahead. So that's a good job by them of controlling the clock.
Bailey, midfield pass trying to find its way to Bauman. Does so successfully. Pressure there by Sampo. Decides to go for the option in the backfield. Finds its way all the way to Bernstein. Bernstein sideline pass there to Baptista. Hamoud now with the centering pass looks to find its way right up front to Bailey, who was right in front of the Hornet box. However, cut short there by number 9, Hayden Lawrence. or pardon me, number 7, Hayden Laurence for the Hornets. Laurence on the far side. To Stavros. Stavros crossing pass, nearly finds Sampa there, however, just out of reach and off the head of Bernstein once again. Joe with the quick pass, trying to increase Hornet favor. Now you're looking at Kuyate. A quick contention there with Gray as he's able to send it well downfield. It's a race between Sampa and Huron is number 17. Sampa unable to get the contact on the ball that he wanted, up and out of bounds there out the end zone.
You know, Zeke Gray's passes to me have been so impressive. He's been able to put the ball out of heads where his attackers can go run under the ball. Now is a great opportunity for a goal. Sampa just missed a little bit wide right.
Absolutely. Kuyate once again,
Great
far
play by
side,
Pickett
picked
there.
up by Pickett on the good option there. Plays for Stavros. Excellent side pass, finds its way to Gray. Gray with the seeking pass and a good shot off there taken by Christian Rossi. Just ricocheted off of Zhao, I believe.
It's a nice pass.
To Gray once again. Finds the shot
Oh.
off the heel of number 17, Jake Bernstein once again. Bernstein to take both those shots. My apologies.
And that's, you know, that's got to put so much pressure on the Huron defense to be constantly worried about any shot on goal. And you're wasting your energy trying to run back and attack the ball so that they don't get a clear shot, you know, and hopefully that will lead to some goals for Saline.
Absolutely, and right there you saw Stavros going for the option and take the shot through the upright, however. Wrong type of football.
Yeah, it would have been 3 points.
Would have been 3 points. Off the head of Pickett there as it finds its way to Stavros. Quick touch by Stavros all the way to Sampa, yet Bailey seems to step right in and take possession for the Riverettes, not the Hornets. Far side Bernstein decides to go back to Goebel.
First subs, here we go. 5 and 6.
Co-sides, the Hornets are going to have Head and Kent come in a quick substitution when they get the chance here.
So Patrick, how do you think that impacts the starters' decisions and how much to waste their energy, knowing how much talent you have coming off the bench? How does that impact those starters' plays?
I think it's an option of definitely knowing your teammates and understanding what's going to happen on the field when it comes to the fact that you have options on the bench who can come in and give you some time resting so you can exert a little more energy when it's needed. For Huron number 10, Mundar Chen came in for the Hornets. And out goes for for the Riverettes. And out goes for the Hornets is Connor Martin and Jacob Walper. And for the Riverettes, out goes Dimo Kuyate. Corner kick chipped up top, up and out of bounds once again.
Yeah, and that corner kicker, the person who kicks that in, you're looking for a decent amount of power, but also the precision to pass. And I think Zeke Gray has showed that tonight, that he could apply both.
Oh, absolutely. And once again, as he goes up and out of bounds, we get another opportunity here by Gray.
Another corner kick for Saline defending goal.
Chipped up and placed right in front. A good save there by Goebel.
Yeah, he was just able to get his hands on that. That was a great play as Lawrence came in and almost tried to knock that in. Now he's got to sprint back on defense.
That's always the rough part. I mean, these players sometimes get up to 10 kilometers of running in each match.
That's a great pass.
Forward pass finds its way to Rossi. Rossi with a great
another
shot and a great save, but up close, it's a close action there.
What a play by the goalie Goebel there. He made 2 incredible saves.
Yeah, unfortunately, whistle's blown and called back once again.
Oh, that was a great play by the goalie. Even though that was offsides, that was a great attack by Eric Kent. But you know, you gotta hold yourself back a little bit, because when you see that ball squirting through, you immediately think, oh, that's mine. But you can't get past that last defender.
It's a quick option of pressure, pressure, pressure as the play continues now for Huron. Sasatani to open up. Forward pass looks to find his way to number 21, but it's intercepted there by Sampa. Sampa looking to outrace and find the crossing opportunity off the foot of number 10, Mundar Chen, as the Hornets gain another corner opportunity here.
And only 13 minutes into the game, you've already seen 3 corner kicks by the Saline Hornets, and that's a very good thing for them, obviously, because you can convert those into goals, and goals are so critical in this type of low-scoring match.
Zeke Gray to take the corner once again. High and far side through traffic. Looks like Stavros got a foot on it. However, ricocheted right up and out and looks to go out of bounds once again. Hornets to still maintain possession, however.
Yeah, the Hornets have done a good job. They've controlled the ball in Huron's territory for most of the game. Eventually, those will lead to goals.
Laurent's trying to place it far side in favor of Kent. However, it looks to go off the head of Zolan Baptista. Crossing pass there from head. Finds its way to Stavros in a brief touch.
However, anytime Saline really gets those close opportunities, either the goalkeeper makes a great save or Huron's defenders are able to kind of just knock the ball out of the danger zone.
And whistles blown as penalty is assessed, and possession goes back to Huron.
Yeah, Lee Kupperman has especially standed out for Huron as he's been able to knock away a couple of key balls that could have gone into the net. So he has the ball right now.
Yes, they were sent back. Bernstein with a solid forward pass, however, collected by the Hornets. Now you're looking Kent down low to Sampa and right back.
Nice little give and go there.
Chip shot placed right far side of the box. Brief touch by Stavros, collected by Gray now. Pressure by Bailey. Tries to work his way through, finds his way through Joe, and still heavy possession right in front of the Huron goal, yet with no options so far. Strong pass looks to find its way all the way to number 11, Amari Bauman, however, cut short there by the Hornets.
Yeah, Huron's only been able to really have one attacker out in the open fields, and that's been real hard for them then to convert those into possessions. So the coach might want to think about putting another fronter up there or attacker, but you know, you got to do what the game is, got to adjust to what the game's doing, and right now Saline's controlling the clock so much and the possession so much that you kind of have to put defenders back there.
Absolutely. Pickett now, quick touch by Stavros allows Pickett to play the ball further downfield. Rossi.
Yeah, Pickett, another multi-sport athlete as he plays basketball, and he has athletic genes in the family. His dad is the junior varsity coach.
Chip shot there by Gray, up and out of bounds as Huron regains possession.
Checking in for the Arbor Huron, number 2, Quintero Inoki.
Quintero and Inoki comes in for the River Rats at number 2. Solid boot, places in contention with Zampa and number 10, Mundar Chen. Look at Inoki there, gets a foot on it, able to break it away from Gray. Forward pass finds its way to Bailey, and Bailey looks for the forward pass. Far side to look to Bauman, however, cut short there and sent back to Hornet defenders. You're looking at head now. Pass to Gray, cut short there by Inoki.
You see middlemen like Sampa and Gray both falling back onto defense. That's what their job is. They have to know when the ball is in control of the Hornets and they're in the attack, and when the ball's in control of Huron, they need to drop back.
Absolutely. Gray with the quick action there, able to keep it in bounds. And cut short there and picked up and ran back by number 18 for the River Rats, Alex Sassatani. Zampa now. Far side to Stavros. Big crossing pass to place it right in the mitt of the keeper there. Goebel dishes it out. Sassatani now with possession. Inoki chooses back to Chen. Close side to Yesser. A quick touch on the far sideline there, as it looks to be Hamoud there in contention with Stavros. Looking at Bailey, back to Chen.
Yeah, anytime Huron tries to push the ball up ahead, if you see like Pickett and Lawrence are always flying around the field along with Head and Mitzel, my bad, and it limits them on offense really in any way.
Stavros now to Gray, back to Stavros. Pass option finds its way up close to Rossi, and Stavros with the quick action there tries to make his way inside, however loses traction, and down he goes, and Sassatani able to break a quick defender there in a slow action. Sampa now. Down goes Sasatani in favor of Saline that time. This is contact with Sampa.
As you saw a few moments ago, Saline's executed some of those give and goes that, you know, what it is the passer will give it up and then they'll get it right back. And that leads to some momentum and can confuse the defense in terms of how they're going to cover that. So those could be proving to be vital and very instrumental in Saline win.
Looks to be Sampa and Sasatani having a little bit of conflict on the field, and the ref stepping in, issuing a few warnings here and there. Solid pass, far side. Looks to be going for Kent. Pressured by Inoki. Finds its way with Bernstein in a quick action there. Head able to redirect, however, not in the direction he favored as it finds its way right up in possession of Bauman. Bauman dishes out to Bailey and stolen away there by Rossi before sending it over to Pickett. Pickett able to keep it inbound. Laurence in the backfield. Sent down low to Mitzel. To Laurence. And to Pickett. Solid chip shot. Looks off the head of Rossi and collected there by Huron number 20, Muhammad Hamoud.
The game slowed down considerably here as both teams, I think, are trying to find their reign.
Absolutely. Poor deflection there off of Kent, goes up and out of bounds and back into Huron favor. And we're just about 20 minutes into this first match so far. Or first half so far, pardon me. In came number 13, Dimo Kuyate, for number 16, Jonathan Zhao.
Oh, great play there by
Kent, yep, with quick action. They're able to work his way right back down, looking for sideline play. Goes for the crossing opportunity. Looks like he wanted to find Sampa on that one, however, cut short. Bailey, with a quick touch, they're able to knock it out of Zeke's possession. Zeke once again, or pardon me, Gray. Zeke Gray. Stavros.
Nice little smooth there by Stavros. Gives it up. Oh, this could be a goal. Oh.
Rossi right inside there, works his way through to the defenders and the mids, and a great opportunity there. However, Goebel stood in his way.
Yeah, Goebel's been super impressive tonight. Any chance Saline has, he's been able to snuff it out and stop it, which is very key for a keeper, obviously.
Absolutely. Inoki with the pressure there.
It looked like a little bit of contact, so we'll call a foul on Huron.
Saline with a quick free kick to open up this play once again. Laurence. Pickett on the far side. Goes for the option to send back to the keeper.
Those plays back to the keeper, they might look like a little bit of a more risky play or more safe, but pardon me on that, but it's more about, I feel like, setting up your offense and so that you guys can get into position if you want to run a play, and it allows them to get set up for hopefully an attack.
Oh, absolutely, and taking their time back in the defensive field here. It allows Saline to really decide what their angle of attack is going to be with a quick touch by Kent there, trying to keep it in bounds, but off of a Walper as Huron regains possession. Joe with the throw-in. Finds Chen. And a quick touch there by Inoki, sending it back in favor to Sasatani, and now to Bernstein. Gobo with heavy pressure there by Rossi in a dangerous situation.
Yeah, those plays get a little bit nerve-wracking for the goalie because they don't usually face that type of pressure.
Turning on the Jets now as it looks to be.
That's Zachary Mitzel out there.
That's Mitzel on the far side.
Yeah, he's one of the more faster players on the team. So he's put on the Jets there to get back on defense.
Walper with the throw-in opportunity there. Finds Inoki instead, however, we're looking now at Hornet possession still in their favor. Kent tries to work it right past Sasatani, however. Up and out of bounds, and we're Gray now. To Rossi. To Laurence.
Some of the chemistry between these guys is obvious because they've been playing together for a long time, especially these seniors. So, you know, you don't even really have to tell your guy what you want him to do. You just kind of give him a little head flick or motion with the eyes, and that can really lead to some good plays between the two.
Gray and heavy defense there, heavy contention with Bernstein.
That was a Houdini-like play there. He's able to escape out of that. Nice header there by Sampa.
Stavros gets a foot on the ball.
Oh.
Just outside of the angle. It beat Goebel, but it couldn't beat the goal.
That was just wide right there by Stavros. That was a great shot.
In comes Rhythm Sen for the Hornets, Connor Martin and Jake McCandless, as out comes Dominic Rossi, Braden Stavros, and Eric Kent as well. As far as Walper is able to come in there and disrupt Chen's passing, and Hornets are able to kind of work their way back into more of a defensive stance now. Far side to Kuyate.
Yeah, Bauman's really been the only offense that so far. He's been only able to push it up. Oh, that was a nice
Quick pass
play,
there by Bailey. Almost made it through, however, found Pickett instead of Bauman.
Yeah, Bailey as senior has impressed me so far because he's been able to play that role of attackman, but also play some great defense very well.
Sampa finds the cross in Gray. Gray, solid pass forward, looks to find Sen on the far side. Contested by Hamoud, looks for the crossing opportunity. Able to keep it in bounds. And taken away there by Hamoud before being sent back downfield by Kuyate.
Those one-on-one chances you get to juke your defender, that's got to be very exciting because if you can get past, you know that you have a clear advantage.
Oh, absolutely. Walper. Quick touch by Martin, sent right back to Walper, however, just kind of out of reach here. Still with possession, however. Crossing pass to Rossi, and
Gray's
winds
got a
up
chance.
Gray
Oh!
just too high.
That had some mustard on it. That was a good shot by Z Gray, just a bit high.
Oh, absolutely. That was awesome.
You know, and just before that play, there was another one of those give and goes that I'm sure Saline practices, and those can, like we talked about, can lead to some momentum for the players receiving it, and it can lead to opportunities like that for Gray.
Goebel to open up now. Far side finds Sampa in the connection, however. Bauman there to interrupt. It was Kuyate, pardon me, on the far side. Quick touch by Chen there. Sampa now. Back to Pickett.
Canlis there, I think, had an opportunity if he just led Martin a little bit more.
Martin tries to send it forward, and a quick touch by Rossi, and McCandless now with the pressure.
Oh.
Finds it through and able to work it past, however.
Made up for it there on that nice little tip out.
Absolutely. Hamoud able to keep or slow down the progress there of the Hornets. Pickett. McCandless. To Sampa. Down low to Walper. Quick action by McCandless. Deflected up and out of bounds as the Hornets still maintain possession. Walper with the throw-in.
Head coach Ryan Williams there telling his guys to calm down. Let's find an opportunity, but we don't have to push the ball too much if we can get a better opportunity. You want a great shot, not a good shot.
Absolutely, and a chip shot there goes up and out of bounds, giving Huron possession once again.
In the game for Ann Arbor Huron, number 24, Will Turnbull.
Will Turnbull comes in for the Hornets as out comes Mundar Chen. Goebel finds its way to Gray, unfortunately for the Riverettes, to Martin now. Martin in traffic, looks for the crossing opportunity and finds nobody there. So rolls up and out of bounds once again. Huron will have the ball.
Again, Saline has done a great job of attacking. It's just they're going to get that great shot eventually, and that's when you have to capitalize with those attacks such as Gray or Martin or Sen. You know, those are the chances that you're not going to get many times often in the game, and when they do come, you have to take advantage.
Absolutely. Bauman now past the far side. Kuyate with a brief touch, still maintaining, however.
Their defense for Saline has been exceptional. They've been able to keep almost everything in front of them.
Shot by Hamoud, ricocheted off Sen, up and out of bounds, and once again, Huron still with possession as it goes off of Pickett there on the far side.
Who scheduled a game on Saturday when it's Michigan, Wisconsin?
Bauman. Down low to Cho. Cho trying to make it work at midfield, however, heavy pressure there by Sen and Gray. Cho able to make it work, sent far side. Looks to intended receiver there, Turnbull.
Patrick, what do you think that Huron has to do to get more advances? Because they haven't been really able to get that. They've just been more drifting in their own territory. How do you advance that ball into Saline's goal and try to get it past the keeper, Samuel Herner?
I think you get the ball to Bailey like right now. I think Bailey has the talent and the speed to race it ahead, but to do that, he needs to be at the point of the diamond, not at the back. And as the team leader at the back, it's a proper place for kind of him being a supporting role. However, he's a more valuable player being at the point and being in the box.
Yeah, he has a lot of speed, and he's not a small guy. He's one of the bigger players on the field, and that really helps you use your body to shade away deflections or anything like that, and that can lead to goals.
Martin DeRossi there, and back forth to McCandless nearly, but chipped away there and picked up by Sampa. Far side, Pickett now.
And you see almost every pass as being not directly at them, but leading the players so that he can get some movement going and push it farther down the field.
Walper tries to find its way to Gray with a quick touch all the way back down to Walper with much better field position now. Gray.
Oh, Gray
quick
with
action.
a nice move.
Ooh. Able to outdo Bauman in a quick touch, sending back front to Rossi. Rossi gets the shot off and collected there by Goebel.
Got to get a little bit more power around that shot to get it past a great keeper like Goebel. But that's all right, man. You take your shot and you hope that it can take a nice deflection or one of your teammates can get to it and put it in the net.
Absolutely. Goebel to open up once again, sends it right back down, collected by Pickett on the far side. A little pressure there by Kuyate. Gray. Chip shot far side, looks to find Pickett. Controlled well.
Pickett is just a very solid team player. Like, he makes some great passes. He always seems to be in the right spot at the right time. That's part of being a coach's son, you know, in any sport really. It leads to, you know, more of that team mentality that, you know, some players lack. But on Saline, most of the players, I feel, and probably all of them, have that great team mentality and that next man up mindset.
Walper to Sampa. Back to Walper. Pressure by Bailey.
Yeah.
Finds Martin as an option.
Bailey's been an incredibly valuable piece because he's been able to play both defense and offense, which is rare for, you know, a true midfieldman to be able to do that and to excel at both.
Walper down now with the sideline pass, finding its way to Martin.
Nice pass there.
Still with possession.
Oh, Martin.
Looks the crossing in. Just a quick touch by, yes sir, is all that's needed to kind of send it away from the unintended area. Goebel there scoops up the shot taken by Pickett from the outside.
Saline's got to have 6 or 7 already, maybe 8 shots on goals, which are very crucial because eventually, you know, even with a great keeper like Goebel, they're going to make a mistake and a ball's going to get past them, and a goal is so key in a low-scoring game like this.
Barely trying to find the option there with a quick touch by Turnbull. Now we're looking at Laurence on the far side. To Mitzel. To Sampa.
Yeah. Walper, Mitzel, and Laurence make up a great defensive trio there. And that can lead to great stops, you know, slide tackle, stuff like that you know, might not go on the box score as a goal or an assist, but are so crucial to the game.
Pickett with a crossing pass, looked to find Martin, however, cut short there by Bernstein.
That was a great play by Bernstein, because if that got past him, that might have been a great chance for Martin to score there.
Quick action by Walper, able to interrupt Bauman and give the Hornets quick possession here. McCandless, far side pass.
Nice pass there by
to Martin.
McCandless.
Inoki there with pressure, however.
Good play by Pinocchi to keep that out of the corner and not allow a corner kick.
Up and out of bounds there off Bauman, however, as the Hornets gain the throw-in opportunity. Huge substitution for the Hornets as Stavros Rossi, Dominic Rossi that is, Torres, and I believe
Number 10, Dominic
in
Rossi.
Winslow coming
Number
for
14,
the
Anthony
Hornets.
Torres. Number 20, Eli Rout.
And Eli Rout, number 20, pardon me. Route to open up with the throw-in. Finds Sampa as the option back towards midfield. Heavy pressure coming inside from number 25 of the Riverettes. Far side Stavros.
And Patrick, you've been around this team for a long time. Who do you think are some of the more leaders on this team? It's got to be some of the seniors, but are there any other players that have stepped up as one of the more leaders, taking a leadership role on the team?
Well, as of right now, Zeke Gray comes to mind always because he's a very versatile player and he always knows where to put the ball in a great opportunity. However, when looking at the team and it's kind of its younger options, you got to go with the Rossi brothers. I mean, the junior and the freshman, it's the good learning opportunity here for both members of the team here.
Yeah, and you know that both of those players will probably excel and hopefully become stars as they're so young, but already getting lots of good experience.
Goebel with the good touch on the ball, they're able to keep it out of the box. And a great opportunity there taken by Gray, however.
Yeah, Samuel Herner back there's got to be getting a little bit bored because no shots have been on goal for Huron hardly, while Goebel's had to defend almost every 10 seconds. So, you know, as a keeper, you're happy that your team's advancing the ball, but at the same time, it must get a little bit dry back there.
You got to stay ready and stay warm for the action to come your way.
That's definitely true because you never know when that ball's going to come, so you have to keep your legs and your arms ready for that opportunity.
Goebel to open up here. Solid boot past midfield. Quick ricochet there as Bauman to Bailey. Pressure by Gray. Gray able to come away with it.
Oh, great move by Gray. He gets an opportunity. Oh.
Too much pressure on that one as it goes wide and high right.
Yeah, Gray's frustrated. He's missed 2 shots that are high. I mean, he's been in great opportunities. And, you know, these shots, if they're on target, it's going to be very hard to stop because he has some serious mustard on those.
Absolutely. And it'll be a little tough there with all the pressure he's on, too.
Yeah.
Gray, another touch. Works his way back midfield.
I mean, the way he can just navigate through defenders, it's pretty incredible that he can do that. Just able to dance around, find open teammates, find an open shot. It's a good pass there, though, as he leads up ahead.
Baptista now. Sideline pressure there.
Good speed by Baptista.
Route.
And that could be a corner kick for Huron, their first of the day. Like we talked about, Herner better be warm because this could be coming right at him.
Absolutely, that was an issue there for Winslow as he's able to knock it up and out of bounds and back into Huron favor. Looks to be Kuyate to take the corner for the Riverettes.
You design specific plays in practice here that you work on all throughout the week to try to get a goal. But a nice play by Herner there as that corner kick was more to the left and lower than you'd like to see it.
Stavros far side now. 3:40 left to play in the first half here.
Here Huron has some numbers that this could lead to an opportunity, but you know, just like all day, the Saline defense has been able to keep them in front of them and just knock that ball away.
Absolutely. Far side. Kuyate with the quick touch there, trying to keep it in Hornet favor as Herner comes to the ball. Pardon me. Long pass there, finds Stavros on the far side. Huron now back in the backfield now. Yes, here with the quick touch before Bauman trying to get it away. However, Stavros able to get in there. Rossi now with heavy pressure.
Yeah, towards the end of the second half, at least Huron's been able to put the ball in Saline territory a couple times. That's some of the things you hope they can take over to the second half. And I mean, Saline's just got to do what they've been doing. Great move by Zeke Gray.
Great shot and a great save there by Goebel.
Goebel's been incredibly impressive tonight. He saved everything that's came his way.
Up and out of bounds as the Hornets still maintain possession and have the throw-in opportunity here with 2:22 on the clock. Pickett takes the option with Lawrence.
The sky gets darker and darker here, as we move closer to 8 o'clock. The lights, you know, you can lose the ball in the lights when the ball is up in the air, so that could be something to look out for in the second half, as the teams will have to be way more observant of the ball.
Winslow to Sampa. Shot well high, looked to go off the head of Bernstein. Back to Sampa to Gray. Looks for the crossing opportunity with just too much arc. Kuyate there with the header and collected there by...
That's a foul. He got all leg there on Torres. So this will be a good chance for a free kick for Saline here.
Free kick for Saline.
Dangerous opportunity here as it looks like it's going to be Gray.
Yeah, Gray's taking the corner kicks, now a free kick, so the coaches obviously have a lot of trust in him. However, it's not going to be Gray.
Laurence takes the kick and sends it just wide left, up and out of bounds.
It's going to be Laurence. So Gray was near, but ended up not taking the kick.
Go ball to open it up now.
And with 30 seconds to go left on the half, Patrick, what do you think are some things that both teams can improve on heading into their second half?
The Hornets have solid pressure right now, however, looking towards the next half. It's going to be about taking that pressure and keeping it up, but also making sure that you don't lose focus on what's going to happen to the rest of the game. You need to have solid pressure, but you need to take quality shots.
Oh,
Rossi.
Stavros. Oh!
Outside, looks like.
Stavros had a great opportunity there, but to end the second half, that's that pressure you were talking about, Patrick, and you got to pay off on those chances.
Absolutely. That wraps up the first half with the scores tied at 0s apiece. We'll be back in 10 minutes for the second half of the Saline Huron Varsity matchup.
to the start of the second half. We are ready for the second half.
Patrick Tibbetts. And we're back for the second half of the varsity matchup between the Saline Hornets and the Huron River Rats. And so far, it's been quite a match indeed. Very favored in Hornet favor, however, with Zeke Gray leading the way with multiple shots on goal so far and many, many close calls, but also many shots wide right. In a quick change, we have Patrick Tibbetts in goal for the River Rats, and yet Sam Herner still remains the main defender for your Hornets between the irons.
Yeah, that's a little surprising that they took out their main goalie because he had an incredible first half. But, you know, if you have the confidence in that second goal, you got to put him in because hopefully he can take advantage of that opportunity. But, you know, you hope to see Saline score a goal here.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. They're opened up and sent back down. Kuyate tries to take it downfield, however, picked up by Pickett and sent back to Rossi. Rossi far side looks to find Walper. Quick touch by Rossi to Sampa now. Intended for Mitzel, but just out of reach. And Gray tries to sneak up and take it, but Bailey gains possession there for the River Rats. Pass well far ahead to be collected there by Herner and save it going up and out of bounds.
Just a little bit less on that, and that could have been a goal.
It could have been a dangerous situation indeed. Throw in to be taken by Kuyate to Bailey. Pressure by Stavros and Gray. Able to keep it in bound and in possession. Kuyate, picked up there by Rossi. Bailey with heavy pressure from the back. Pass to find Kent just behind him, unfortunately. And a quick spin. Unsuccessful there, taken by Sasatani. Hornets still with pressure as we're looking at Stavros. Stavros down low. Pressure there by number 20 from the Huron defense.
Decent amount of body contact there. Obviously the ref can see it better than we can, but hopefully, you know, you can just fight through that and find a way to get it off to your teammate.
Mitzel looks for the pass to find Gray. However, it looks like number 25 for Huron is able to slide in and interrupt far side before Gray now. Finds the pass in Kent. Back to Gray. To Rossi. Dominic Rossi. Down low back to Gray. Tries to get it away and ditch it back to Mitzel. However, cut short. And now we're looking at Bauman to Bailey. Down low to Joe. Quick touch there by Rossi, finds his way to Gray. Gray tries for the forward pass, looking towards Christian Rossi, however, just not enough to find the intended receiver.
And the two brothers, Dominic and Christian, both in the game right now. That's got to be fun for them, you know, probably growing up your whole life going against your brother and like playing in the backyard. Now you finally get to play with him. That would be a pretty great experience. I know I have brothers, and that'd be pretty awesome.
Oh, absolutely. Throw in there, taken by Kuyate to Bailey, and Bailey still play the ball, and back to Bauman. Mitchell with the touch finds its way to Gray, and Gray just quick pass there to Rossi, and now Kent, pardon me. Kent instead. Hard pass forward, looks to be picked up now. Kuyate. Kent with the quick touch, and looking for the forward pass to find Stavros, however, cut short there. Bauman, far side.
And both leaders of each team, you know, you have obviously Zeke Gray for Saline, and then you have Bailey for the Huron River Rats. Both have not come out of the game, so you got to always have that veteran presence in there, and both of them can provide that.
So Baptiste on the far side, solid shot put up, and Herner goes up for the save, but it's wide right and still good. And out the end zone as the Hornets regain possession here with Herner to start it all off. Bauman far side. Pass back finds its way to Sastatani. Sastatani in heavy pressure there, however. Forward pass to Bailey.
Good speed there by Metzel. He was able to catch up there to Bailey. However, he was able to regain control. Now he brings it down the right sideline.
Bailey with the crossing shot finds his way to number 25. However, cut short and caught there by Herner and shut down the River Rats scoring opportunity. Stavros, forward pass finds its way to Gray.
And that was one of the first shots on goal that Huron's had. And that was a good chance, but obviously Herner made a nice save.
Kent looks for the forward opportunity to Rossi. Rossi able to contain it for a quick second. However, pressure by 3 Huron defenders makes it difficult. Stavros able to keep it in bounds.
Yeah, good track down by Stavros there to save that from going out of bounds. Keep it in Huron's territory.
Chip shot just over the head of Bernstein. Bernstein went down, limping it off now, but running just fine. Knocked forward, back to Bauman. Crossing pass from Bauman, trying to find Kuyate. Stavros, solid forward pass, looking to find Kent. Kent with pressure, takes the shot.
Oh,
off the right
off
post.
the post. Oh, Kent there had a great opportunity, but it just ricocheted off the post.
He beat the goalie there and just wide right, and a close chance there.
Let me tell you, these are two very competitive teams. Both these teams are extremely good, and I think both these teams could make some noise in the playoffs.
Absolutely. Open up there. Tibbetts. Far side crossing pass
that
from
was not a good
Bernstein.
pass.
Stavros,
I think Stavros might have
takes
it here.
the shot. Tibbetts with the touch, and over the top, and it was the touch by, I believe,
that's the
Rossi.
freshman, Christian Rossi. Or Dominic Rossi.
Saline goal by number 10, Dominic Rossi.
I even got the two mixed up, but that's a great ricochet play off by Dominic Rossi. That's probably one of the easier goals he's going to score in his life.
What was it? 19?
I was right.
Goal there was scored by number 19, Christian Rossi, in a good effort there with the assist going to Stavros, getting it over the top of the keeper. And there is the making moment of the second half to open it up. But just like brothers, I guess the older brother got the credit first.
Yeah, I apologize again for that.
It's no big deal.
You know, even I can get the two guys mixed up, but you know, like Patrick said, older brother always gets credit first.
Oh, absolutely. Working its way through there was Bernstein trying to make some effort. Dominic back to Sampa now. To Gray. Forward pass to Rossi.
And how about that for a freshman? Scoring in a highly contested game. You know, obviously not as much experience as some of these older guys, but he still was able to come in clutch.
Chip shot by Stavros, putting up the Jets as Martin is unable to beat the keeper to it. Boot by Tibbetts is able to send it well downfield now.
And head coach Audrey Darman of the River Rats has got to be telling his team, hey, you guys have got to keep pushing the ball. It's going to result in some more shots on goal, which can result in goals. And here they're pushing the ball ahead, so, you know, that's exactly what you have to do. But a good play there by the defender, and he's able to knock that ball out of bounds. That was Lawrence.
Yep, Lawrence there with pressure against Kuyate. Valuable in allowing the Hornets to set up a proper defense now.
Yeah, whenever you can get back in that regular defense that the Hornets like to set up, that's always crucial because transition opportunities are so key for Huron, as they haven't really been able to get anything going against the staunch Hornet defense.
Throw in there taken by Kuyate once again. Up and out of bounds, and here we go again. It's do-over. Bauman now with pressure there by Gray. Gray able to get the foot on it and send it right back towards the Huron defenders, towards midfield now. Pressure on Cho by Stavros. Over to Kuyate. To Bailey. Quick touch by Bailey. Sends it back to Kuyate on the sideline. Pickett there to put up contention up and out of bounds and still in Huron favor.
Nice slide tackle there by Pickett. He's able to save maybe a corner kick opportunity.
Off the head there as it's looking now. Stavros able to send it well back down towards midfield, and a great opportunity for the Hornets. Shift play back in their favor, and whistle blown and quick penalty as the Hornets gain a quick free kick here around the...
Yeah, the ref had to slow Dominic Rossi down there. He was trying to get the ball up ahead and catch the Huron defense napping. Pardon me on that.
Quick plant and quick play there by Dominic Rossi as we're looking at Stavros now. Back to Pickett. Back past midfield, finds Walper. Solid sideline pass. Looks to find Martin on the outside. Martin turns on the Jets and gets the touch on it. However, stays in Saline favor, however. I was not expecting that part. Throw-in taken by Sampa on the far side. Quick touch by Martin before being dished right back out. Hornets trying to regain possession here. However, Bailey hot with the ball right now.
And this is where Bailey is most dangerous, getting down the field, I believe, and hopefully converting that into goals.
However, looking at a 5-on-3 situation and a difficult chance for Bailey to get effort in.
That's that fallback defense that the Hornets have been able to practice so much. You saw there, Lawrence. He didn't attack Bailey in hopes of getting beaten on a dribble move. Instead, he fell back, was able to know his teammates were going to be there for him, and they were able to stop the play and and eventually lead to a free kick here. It looks like for Huron.
Yeah, absolutely. It was number 25 who got the foul there. I don't know who was called on, however. May have been Stavros.
Saline forms that wall that's, I think is so sweet to see because all the players jump up at once and try to knock that ball down as they get in the way there.
The ricochet right off of Gray. Fell right back to Kuyate, trying to regain possession there and maintain for Huron. Yassir with the quick touch to send to far side. Strong boot crossfield looks to find Baptista. However, all alone in a 2-on-1 situation, sends it up and out of bounds out the end zone. Yet, it's going to be a Huron corner.
Yeah, and Patrick, I mean, these are some of the more crucial situations for Huron because when you get a corner kick, you have to be able to get some sort of tap in or something, header, something like that can maybe lead to a goal. You can't allow it to just bounce right to the keeper, and Herner just can kick it out.
Corner to be taken by number 13, Demo. Kuyate once again puts the shot right up in front of goal. However, just wide of the intended receivers there.
Oh, here's an opportunity now for the Hornets.
Mitchell able to work around the outside. Stavros given the ball to deliver some speed.
Look at Metzel
Hard
up ahead.
pressure there by Mitchell, usually in the backfield.
Yeah, Mitzel getting to play offense. I'm sure that's an exciting time for him.
Oh, and a good slide tackle there by Bauman, able to reset Huron's defense.
Bauman's been impressive today because he played a good kind of attacking, kind of just controlling the ball, but there he was able to fall back and make a nice little slide tackle on Stavros. Stavros will check out of the game for send.
Send to take the throw in. Finds the option in Pickett. Pickett able to control and dip back to Sen. Just out of the reach of Mitchell there. Laurent sent over to Gray.
Patrick, let's say you're in head coach's Andrew Parrish's shoes. Was we get an opportunity? Oh, missed one. It's back to the question: is if you let's say you're in Andrew Parrish's shoes, what's your message to the team here? Are you trying to be on more of the attack, or are you trying to fall back? What's your message here to your team?
Well, it's going to be the same thing as last time. I'm sure head coach right now, Ryan Williams, is really focusing on the attacking phase and making sure that the Hornets stay up 1-0. They want to have a solid defense, but it has fared better for them when they've gotten across midfield and into the enemy territory each and every time.
Pardon me on the mistake on the head coach. That was looking at the wrong part of the sheet.
It's all good to Gray to open it up, trying to find Sen there, however cut short there by Kuyate. Bailey quick to stay on with possession, however Sen stands in his way. Down goes Sen as ball goes up and out of bounds. It stays in Hornet favor.
Yeah, Bailey's a bigger guy compared to Sen, so he just kind of used his body there to knock him over, but it results in a pass in from the Hornets.
Pickett sends it in with a quick touch there by Gray. Now it's back to Bailey for Huron. Off the head of, I believe, far side is Walper. Sen. Quick touch by Gray. Looks to find Martin, however, just out of reach. Hornets now back in possession after Bailey there.
Oh, what a pass.
Sampa far side, just out of control, and able to keep it in bounds there.
Good pass by Rossi
back
there.
to Rossi, to Gray.
Oh, this is Gray's chance.
Looking for the option. Gets tangled up there a little bit.
That could have been a foul.
In a dangerous situation. However, we're looking back now as Sampa looks to outspeed Kuyate. Unable to, as pass sent further downfield, yet Pickett able to get a quick touch on the ball.
Nice play by Pickett there to knock that away.
And knock the shot there. It was taken by number 6 for Huron up and out of bounds. However, Huron now with the corner opportunity as Kuyate to take this chance for the Hornets.
Kuyate's got to deliver a nice ball here for Huron. It's got to be in some sort of play here for the River Rats. That's
Sends
a nice one.
Finds it just outside in front of the box there.
His team just couldn't take advantage. But these corner kicks, they can lead to transition opportunities for the Hornets.
Absolutely. Martin with a solid forward pass there just to come out and be taken by Tibbetts there. Could have been good.
Yeah, both Huron goalies have impressed me tonight. They both made some nice saves, and they've been smart in the way that they've come out of the box, but not too far as to where a ball that gets past them could result in an easy goal.
Absolutely. We're going to have Bauman trying to make his way downfield. Contested by Pickett. Pickett able to get a quick touch.
Yeah.
A little bit of contact there as whistle is blown. Stays in favor of Huron after that contact by Pickett.
Looks like Bauman got knocked in the stomach or the ribs there, but hopefully he's all right. Now, the River Rats have picked up some couple of corner kicks here in the second half, and they haven't been able to take advantage yet. But the more and more you get, the more opportunities you get. And simple math says that if you get a chance, eventually you will be able to cash in. But you hope it's not here for the River Rats.
Kuyate tries to take the opening shot and place it right in front of Hornet goal. Does so, however, off the head of Hornet defenders as we're looking to transition play back towards midfield. Gray, solid boot, sending Rossi right back across the 50, however. A little back and forth action. Sampa now.
Yeah, Sampa and Gray have had a really nice night. They haven't really come out of the game, but they've still been able to make some clutch plays. Now here's danger time for the keeper. Yeah, he just boots it out. That's a smart play by him. Doesn't want to risk giving it up to Kent there and hoping for an easy goal.
Stavros steps in as well as Christian Rossi and McCandless and number 20 Eli Rout for the Hornets as out comes Martin, Gray, Kent, and number 10, Dominic Rossi.
And like we talked about earlier, having those players off the bench that are so talented is so crucial for Saline, because you can get your players rest, and you can bring in some fresh bodies that can hopefully outrun the Huron defenders.
Ian Winslow also came in for the Hornets. Throw in there, taken far side as intended for Stavros, however. Far side pass looks to go to Bauman for the River Rats. Yet with pressure by 2. Hornet midfielders. Winslow is able to break away there and take possession back in favor of the Hornets. Sampa with a quick boot and a header up by Kuyake.
Patrick, one of the more impressive players for me tonight has been Sampa. He's been able to control the ball almost every time I'm watching, both on the defense and on the attack. He's really just had some solid passes. No goals or assists, but he's really just set up the Hornets for success as that ball goes flying into the stands.
Absolutely. He's been a fantastic player on the pitch so far this evening.
And then on the Huron side of the ball, I'd have to go with either Bailey or their first keeper in the first half. That keeper was able to make some clutch plays for them. And now this half, it's also been Bailey and Bauman have really impressed me as they've been able to push the ball ahead and provide some leadership. As you can see, they're telling their players, "Hey, we got this, guys. We can get a goal here." And that's always key because you want to inspire confidence into your teammates.
Kuyate with the throw in there finds Bauman as the target. Pressure by 3 Hornet defenders, however, as down goes Bauman, up and out of bounds. And a quick touch by the Hornets results in Huron gaining possession. Kuyate with the throw in once again. Finds his option up close, but knocked away. It's Stavros comes away with possession. Strong forward pass, looks to find Rossi up close. Out comes Tibbetts just to send it right out of bounds and allow the Huron Riverets to set up a proper defense.
Yeah, there's another one of those impressive plays by Tibbetts as he just knew exactly when he was going to get to that ball. Knew he would beat the ball then to Rossi.
Stavros hustles to get the throw in set up. However, Huron with plenty of time to send all their men back into position. So, Bauman with a strong pass forward looks to find his forward way out in front, however, up and out of bounds as Saline regains possession. And Herner gets the kick.
In the game for Saline, number 13, Zeke Gray.
Zeke Gray steps in as Rudamsen steps out.
Yeah, gets back in. Probably the senior leader of this team and one of the better players. He's had a phenomenal night. You know, just off from 2 goals probably, but those are the plays that, you know, it puts pressure on the defense and it allows for plays like Christian Rossi's goals where you get a deflection, it's an easy tap in.
Great touch by Rossi there, trying to find its way to Stavros. However, Kuyate able to intercept and put heavy pressure as Sampa tries to regain possession. It'll be Gray who gains it, however, as a little too much pressure by Kuyate goes in favor of the Hornets there with that quick penalty. Rossi, solid pass across field. Looks to be intended for Stavros, but he's just, or pardon me, that is far side.
Eli Rout.
Yeah, it's Rout far side, yep. Solid pass to backfield to Walper. A little back and forth action quickly.
Yeah, really been kind of a standoff here these past couple minutes with around 20 minutes to go. It's kind of what you want to see from the Hornets, just keeping the ball, controlling the clock. Hopefully that clock bleeds out and you can pick up a W.
Absolutely. Looking forward in Sampa now.
Oh, nice little play by Sampa.
Able to maintain heavy control there. McCandless dishes out to Winslow, pardon me. Quick touch there by Mitchell, able to get it around Bailey. Rossi back to McCandless. Sidelining pass there, looks to head out to Rout. Once again, up and out of bounds off the Hornets as the River Rats gain possession. Sasatani with the throwing opportunity there, finds his man Cho. Strong downfield pass off the head of Laurence and back in Hornet favor. Close to Huron goal. Stavros tries to find Gray in front of the box, however, pressure by Kuyate. It proves difficult as we have Sampa down low. Far side nearly to Rout. We're looking at Rossi now. To Gray. Gray tries to get it away, however, deflected up and away of a Huron defender.
Oh, nice play there by Sampa.
Yasir Sampa looks for the crossing opportunity. Finds it right in front, but ends up with Bailey, unfortunately. Back to Walper. Forward pass to Rout.
But you can't see on your screen, but right now the Huron attacksmen there all have to play back because Saline is being so aggressive and forcing Huron to not be able to push the ball up ahead.
Kiyate there trying to send it back in Huron favor. However, Gray quick to intercept and take pressure back across midfield. Touch to McCandless now. Stavros. Trying to ship it right in front of Rossi, however, unsuccessful. Bauman. Close side, Sampa. Looks to find Gray. Gray just behind that pass, however. Up close. Looking close to Bauman now. To Yate. Forward pass looks to find number 6 for the River Rats. However, knocked away as we're looking at Sampa now. Gray.
Lawrence is just he's been almost when any ball goes in the air, he seems to always get control of it with a header and put it back in towards his team's play, and that's so crucial because if that ball gets away from him, he's one of the last lines of defense, which can lead to an easy goal for Huron.
Looks like far side for the River Rats as they dish it back to Tibbetts. Tibbetts sends it forward. Hamoud. Pressure by Sampa up and out of bounds as the Hornets gain throw-in opportunity. Option taken with Gray. Gray tries to find the forward pass to Stavros. Stavros going the wrong direction, however, up and out of his reach as Tibbetts collects it for the River Rats. Forward pass going back in Hornet favor as Gray now carrying well past midfield. Solid forward. Solid pass. Sidelining. Crossing opportunity just out of reach. Sampa back to Gray.
Oh, what a play.
Deflected in. There we go. And a great opportunity. However, that looked like an own goal and an unfortunate opportunity there. Noel with the opportunity.
Yeah, Sampa, he had a nice little kick there. I think that was intended for a pass, but it was able to go in off a Huron defender, and he was able to knock in a goal.
Yeah, it's always a rough opportunity for the defense. If this great pass, you're in the way, you're able to block it right then and there. However, just a slight deflection in the wrong direction, and now you've put the other team up one more point.
Yeah, and it's just so hard to recover from a 2-0 lead, you know, especially with the way Saline's been playing defense tonight. Huron's going to have to really play extremely well with the last 15 minutes if they want to make up this ground.
Oh, absolutely. Like you said, current score stands at 2-0 Saline. Second half with 16:28 remaining in the game. Now, if you're kind of worried that we're running out of time here and soccer's going to end, and that'll be it for your sports for the week. However, don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow, and we'll be having another doubleheader. That'll be field hockey once again, and it'll be Huron once again. With that said, that first game will be JV starting at 5:30, along with the Varsity starting at 7. And if you tuned in on Monday and watched the field hockey games, you should most definitely tune in again tomorrow, as the Saline Hornets had an excellent standing after their game against Dexter.
Yeah, big Huron week. Also Friday, you can see the football team play Huron as well. So going up against the Ann Arbor rival of the SEC Conference for your Hornets. They've been pretty successful so far. A W earlier tonight for the JV team, and hopefully another win here. Oh, Ken has got an open chance. Gives it up.
It's Gray's opportunity.
Gray. Oh.
Beats the goalie out.
Torres just missed a deflection. Gray has had so many opportunities tonight. He's an inch away from cashing in. You got to know that opportunity again will come, and you know he's going to take advantage.
Kent trying to keep play in favor of the Hornets there. McCandless out in front. Heavy pressure. And nobody is gaining any pressure, and there's a lot of arms up wanting a call. There's no call.
That looks like Torres kind of got mobbed there, but, you know, it gets physical down there in the box, and the ref can't always be calling anything. So, you know, it's a hard call for the ref there. So many bodies around one another. You can't really blame him for that.
Absolutely. Heavy pressure downfield. Mitchell racing in. Stavros down on close sideline. Crossing pass looks to find Kent. McCandless now. Trying to work through with heavy dribbling between all different players there. And whistle is blown going back in the Huron favor as possession shifts away from Saline.
And Huron's got 15 minutes to make up for 2 goals, so you just got to get the first one. You can't try to get it all back in one play. You got to keep using your attacksmen such as Bailey and Bauman, and hopefully you can get an opening.
Laurent's there, close side, sends it down to Pickett. Pickett finds Stavros.
But Laurent's Head and Pickett have just played such good defense. It's just hard for me to see that any way Huron's going to be able to make up that ground.
Pickett, solid forward pass, looks to find Torres, however, just too much as he goes up and out of bounds, and it's going in Saline favor, however.
Yeah, Saline can get a third goal. That'll pretty much ice it. You know, these goals, the third goal is such a clutch clincher because pretty much ends in, knocks out any hope for Huron. As Metzel and McClanders will both check out.
Altogether, Tibbetts himself playing a great game, except he's 2 close opportunities, and one of them, your own teammate, there's not much you can do at that point in a rough situation, throwing to be taken by Stavros to open it up.
That's absolutely true there, Patrick, because he's had a great game, but, you know, just two chances that, you know, unfortunately got one bad bounce off his teammate, and then, you know, one bounce that was just an incredible, you know, deflection, and Saline was able to take advantage.
Gray with the quick touch, trying to keep the Hornet pressure going in the direction of the Huron goal. However, quick deflection goes up and out of bounds. Throw-in opportunity there by Pickett finds its way to Stavros. Stavros and heavy pressure against Inoki. Bailey.
And Saline's physicality of a combination of physicality and speed has been like one of their biggest advantages tonight, because Huron, the pressure that they've put on both the dribblers and the defense has just been so crucial for Saline. It's allowed them to score 2 goals off, you know, not exactly like amazing like strikes or hits, but just deflection and an own goal, and it's just that physicality that wears down on you. But this
Kent
could be a
racing
goal.
To go and just wide right.
And he wants to have that one back, because that was one of the better opportunities you're going to get. But, you know, he's played a great game. I'm sure he'll bounce back. He's an older guy. He'll definitely figure out a way to come back from that.
Tibbett to open up here for the Hornets.
James Kolosinski, and number 12, Jason
Looking
Eisler.
for the option now. It's going to be quite an interesting scenario to see what's going to happen for Saline and Huron for the last 11:41 of the game. Pickett steps out and Stavros steps out, so there are your 2 winger options that are kind of an odd situation to see pulled out of the game. However, they have been in, and they definitely put in their work.
Yeah, you want to get other guys in because those guys are so talented. That the guys that have played so much, they're probably physically drained. This has been a very physical game, so you know you got to take what the defense gives you, and those guys have been running around all night. You got to get some of the other players in.
Kent to Gray. Gray with a quick chip shot, trying to find the other side, with Torres, however, up and out of bounds, or pardon me, into the hands of Tibbetts. Close side, now back to Gray. Sidelining option. Kolosinski, however, was cut short. And Noki and Gray, heavy contention there, however, it's going to be Gray to work his way around.
Gray's been so impressive with the ball handling tonight. I mean, he's been able to get around any defender when he gets a one-on-one opportunity. And that's just like, I mean, it's just a great play by him.
Kolosinski now down low, centering pass, trying to find his way to Kent. Back to Rossi. Far side now to McGreal. McGreal unable to maintain possession as whistle is blown. It looks like there's going to be a penalty assessed to McGreal for that contact in the backfield.
Yeah, again, a very physical game that Saline's playing, but that's paid off for them. They're obviously up 2-0, and the River Rats haven't really been able to keep up with their speed or their stamina, and it's just proved so valuable for Saline to have all these players come off their bench and be able to put in the work. And then you have guys who stay in the whole game almost, like Zeke Gray, and obviously our goalkeeper, Samuel Herner, and then you have guys as well like Eric Kent, and it provides a lot of great support off the bench, and also you have those leaders.
Close side looking for an option. The whistle is blown and plays still maintained by the Hornets. Looks like his contact there was called against number 25 for the Riverettes.
Patrick, so for future games, what do you think Saline can work on to improve their record? They played a good game tonight, but I definitely think there's some things that they can improve on. What are some of those things you've noticed?
Spreading the other team's defenders out.
Yeah.
So as of right now, when you see that pressure right in front of the goal, everybody starts to come in and try to help out in a close option. Oh, top crossbar and offsides there called, but it was a cool opportunity. But back to what I was saying. Spreading the other team's defenders out. They get real crowded, both sides in front of the goal, and if you can pull Stavros away, and if you can pull on the far side, you can pull Pickett out, and you can pull Sen on the far side. You can really spread them out. Those shots that Gray has taken might have less traffic to go through.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely, I agree with what you said. Sorry for interrupting there, but spreading the defense out can lead to way more shots because sometimes it's been a bit clumped around the goalie, and that proves to defense getting deflections and stuff like that, which turned out good for Saline once, but many other times they've had shots on goal that have just missed and deflected off. So spreading the defense out, like you said, getting those wing players far out left and right can lead to more chances and more goals.
Absolutely.
And for Huron, I would just say the one thing that they need to work on, they've played a good game defensively. Their goalies really have looked good tonight, but I would just say try to get your more offensive players involved, such as Bailey and Bowman, and try to push the ball up more because you can't win a game not scoring any goals. And obviously, against weaker competition, they'll be able to do that. But against the stronger teams, hopefully in the playoffs if they make it, you got to be able to take advantage of opportunities and advance and put pressure on the defense.
Heisler now sent down low, looks to find Kolestinski up top. The quick touch there by McGreal finds it far side to Head. Now looking to, I believe, Pickett on the far side.
However, I want to stress that both teams have played a great game tonight. Saline has been very good, and so has Huron. I've been really impressed by both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. Solid sideline pass there for Saline as it looks to be raced down by Rossi up and out of bounds, and another corner is coming to Saline from the far end zone.
Corner kick, Saline.
Gray to open up that corner and dish it right out. Far side, pass back inside for Gray. Gray puts it right in front, and Mitzel gets the foot on the ball.
There's that spread out you were talking about. They were a little bit clumped there, but on the weak side, there was an open player, and Gray found him. It just was just a little bit off there. They'll get another corner.
A great shot there by Laurence there.
Laurence has been really impressive tonight, both on the defensive side, where he's been able to knock some headers and get the ball out of the air and knock it toward the Saline offense, but also attacking out in front on corner kicks and stuff like that. He's been very impressive.
Oh, absolutely. Looks to be Gray taking the corner once again, and Rossi standing right by to receive. Solid chip shot by Rossi, placed right in front before being booted up nice and high and getting out of the Huron box. All right.
Oh, what a
solid pass. Oh, just out of reach of Gray. Gray looks for the crossing opportunity.
Oh, that's a
great.
great.
Oh, just wide right there by Mitzel.
That was some excellent ball movement by Saline. They almost had a phenomenal goal there.
Corner number 3 coming up for the Hornets here. More traditional as it's chipped right up and out of bounds there.
Just a bit, right?
Yeah, just a bit. Tibbetts to send it well downfield now. Rossi back to Head.
So, Patrick, as we look toward tomorrow's game on field hockey against the Huron Riverettes, what can viewers expect from the Saline field hockey team?
You can expect a very competitive game altogether. And just to take a quick pause on that, Gray right in front goes for it. Just wide right of the iron in a rough situation there. Gray looking for that goal and trying so many times, just not tonight apparently.
He's obviously frustrated as he slaps in the, but Zeke's such a good player. He'll bounce back for sure next game.
Oh, absolutely. Now back to what I was saying. Expect a very competitive game tomorrow. Saline, fresh off their tie with Dexter, is not looking to add a loss to their season. So altogether, they will come into the game ready to play a very competitive match.
Yeah, definitely. As they had a great game against Dexter, like you said yesterday. So expect some competitiveness from the field hockey team, like Patrick said, and hopefully you tune in.
Head in the backfield now. Far side. Sideline pass looks to find its way up front to Rossi, however, picked up in the backfield. McGreal trying to work its way back in front of the box. Inoki now trying to clear. Rossi. Far side to send. Back to head. To McGreal. Heisler now. Forward pass finds its way to McGreal once again. Forward by Mitchell to Gray. Gray looking to race it down. And he's going to take his time with this one.
That's going to be
offsides
on Zeke. And with 2:30 to go, we'd like to tell you thank you so much for tuning in and watching today's soccer games. Hopefully, if you tuned into this JV game, 1-0 win for them, and looks like to be a 2-0 win here for the varsity team. Not done yet, but thank you for so much for tuning in, and me and Patrick both appreciated you guys, all of you guys listening, and we hope you tune in next time.
Oh, absolutely. It's always a great pleasure to do these games. It's a lot of fun on our end because, you get to call high school sports and you get to see what happens to the teams down low. A solid forward pass there, cut short, looks to be intended by Gray. However, Gray looked to be ahead of the last defender there as well.
Yeah, this was a very entertaining games, both from Saline and Huron, and they both put up very competitive games. So that's all you can really ask for. Good sportsmanship on both sides. So that's all what high school sports is all about.
Oh, absolutely. Close side, looking at Rossi trying to make his way back towards midfield. However, Huron putting up a very, very heavy pressure on the offense now. There's Bauman there, and now it is Kuyate shipped up there as the Hornets try to send it right back towards midfield. It's head. Far side collected there by, yes sir, whistle blown. It goes in favor of the River Rats once again. Inoke was the intended receiver there, going out of bounds and in favor of the Hornets.
In the game for Saline, number 3, Connor Martin, number 14, Anthony Torres, number 15, Jamison Barker, number 16, Jake McCandless, number 21, Jack Pribble.
With a slew of replacements coming in and 1 minute on the clock. Let me remind you folks, we'll be back again on the air tomorrow. Field hockey, doubleheader against Huron. You can catch us lanelive.com, and first broadcast starts just before 5:30 for the JV game. Be interesting to see how the JV team progresses throughout the year. And second broadcast starts at 7 o'clock for the varsity matchup, and will always be just as exciting. Pass forward finds its way to Martin. Martin tries to chip it forward in favor of Torres, however, just into the keeper's hands. Tibbetts taking his time with just about 30 seconds on the clock. Knows he's got one opportunity here to ship it forward and look for any chances to get Huron on the board. Far side number 25 for the River Rats, up and out of bounds.
10, 9, 8,
Throw in there taken by the River Rats, placed
6,
close side as chipped up
4,
high and
3,
far right
2,
of the goal. And with that said, folks, that wraps up the varsity matchup between Saline and the Huron River Rats, where Saline comes out 2-0 over Huron. And with that said, folks, thanks for watching My name is Patrick Canavan.
I am Sam Jane.
It's been a wonderful broadcast. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you next time, and have a good night.
Saline's next game is this Saturday at home versus Livonia Stevenson. Game time is 12.